So indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef with.
Danny's talking to me wild like they ain't try to be down like we are 12 years and trying to be cops. Copy my style, I never got to their friends. Try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Gap is so big it can see my house. Then again, my view's too stupid, bro, for real.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they get him down. But
read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. And this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing, Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Defenses count on catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Prescott now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Throwing is Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Jackson now off the bootleg. On the move to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 37 yards. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Prescott to throw it. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. Lamb's first catch of the game, good for a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Cheetah with a pick. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Go ahead.
Running from the gun with Henry. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance downfield against that type of a defense.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now it's Jackson. And Walker has it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The handoff, running left, Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Cowboys 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Jackson now. That's going deep for Bateman. That's caught inside the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
36-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Final play of the half, Prescott. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Pass out left, finds Cooler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
A gain of 12. First down, Ravens.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle there from James Houston. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now Rush. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Milton. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Milton now to throw. Left side here to Sanders. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go now. 65-6.
Now Milton. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A first carry now. This is Williams. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Powering forward. Trotty. Still on his feet. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Luke now for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. To throw is Milton. Looks to his running back, and he's got him. It's Miles Sanders. Just a gain of a couple there. And second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbooks probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Blocking 18.
Throwing is Milton. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The 34-yard line.
To throw, it's Milton. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Milton. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, 34 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it, and it's now 23-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as we'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw, Rush. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down. They go play action with Rush. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing here, Rush. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, Rush. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 30 yards. And the Ravens have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
The score, Ravens 29, Cowboys 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Liking 18.
Back to throw. Milton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Milton. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Milton. That's over the middle and caught by Mingo. And he needed to get to the midfield strike, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. Going for it with Sanders. And able to pick up the first across midfield with the 47. Worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason. But that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it in to any hopes that they have.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Third and 12.
Let's go.
Play fake. Here's Rush. And the throw there going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing it.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, go!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Cowboys first down.
Back to throw again. Oh, that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on the receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
They'll look to throw again. He completes this one to Mingo. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Milton. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
Makes the score. Ravens 29, Cowboys 21. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.